Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your love message for the second week of August. It's August 7th now, so this will hit it for you over the weekend and into the next 5 or 7 days. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. This is just what I picked up on for the sign of Sagittarius today. If you're new, welcome to Moon Body Libra. Do not let the name fool you. I'm pretty much tuned in to the radio stations of Sagittarius and Libra like all the time. So I gave you guys your own channel, but you can check out readings for all 12 zodiac signs on my other channel called Moon Body Tarot. And the link to my website for private readings and to check out my other services is down in the description below. I'm also going to do an extended Sag because you know me. If I'm not 100% sure of what someone's intentions are towards you, we're going to need to dig a little deeper. I am going to dig a little deeper for this. And if you feel like you need the extended, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. Okay, messages of love. A lot of cards came out. 3 cards came out first: marriage, second chance, and finances. And then a bunch more came out. I tried to put the deck away, but it started to hop in my hands. And I was like, okay, they want more. New love, go slow, and healing, release. There's something you need to radically accept and surrender. And once you do that, it can help you let it go. So first of all, Sagittarius, when it comes to new love, any new love or a recommitment to love, or even any cycle of love that you're letting into your life, it doesn't have to be romantic. Spirit is saying it's really important to move slowly in new cycles because Spirit thinks that you've got some old wounds and childhood issues that might be driving someone, either you or another person. And we really don't want our childhood wounds to be driving our decisions in relationships, because little children don't make decisions about relationships for the same reasons that adults do. So we've got a bit of a wounded inner child for somebody. So it's important to move slow. It'll help you notice those things. It'll help you parent your own inner child, and it'll help you help this part of you make more mature decisions in love. Don't move quickly. But there may be a marriage. You might be married. You and this person might be married. Someone might be married. Someone in a scenario maybe wants a second chance to stay in a marriage due to finances. If you have an ex that like has just kept you in a perpetual loop of legal separation, but is dragging out a divorce, you need to know it's because of money. Some of you may be hesitating and wanting to give a serious commitment a second chance because you're worried about what will happen financially if you let go of that commitment. That's pretty much the number one reason people are afraid to get a divorce. They're afraid of the Tower, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. This is going to hurt. It's going to blow my life apart, and I'm only going to have 2 pennies to rub together. Guess what? You're right. You are correct. It's going to be the Tower, the Ten of Swords, and holy shit, where did all my money go? To a lawyer and court fees. But you know what, Sagittarius? You of all people know that what goes up must come down. You're the rolling stone that gathers no moss, and this state of being financially for you is temporary. So watch out for making a decision to stay in a commitment based on finances. You might need to know that about another person. Like if you're dating a person that's just legally separated, they might be thinking about getting back together. Okay, there's some with that partner for financial reasons. You have to radically accept everything you're seeing right now. And once you surrender to the facts, it can help you make a better choice. Yep, you're going to have to make a decision soon. Someone is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Overall energy of the person coming towards you is the Two of Cups. That's the point of the reading. So an important conversation that someone wants to have with you needs to take place. Some of you need to look yourself in the mirror and have a good, honest, heart-to-heart, emotional conversation with yourself in order to help you make a choice. But I think someone wants to talk to you. The way they're feeling is death. So your death over here, whoa, scorpionic energy. I think someone knows that you're allowing for an ending, that you're allowing for a death, that you're allowing for transformation. And you're being seen as the Chariot. Wow, lots of water energy here. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancerian, but I also have Pisces here, Leo here. I have Capricorn here. And I have an air sign man showing up, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine. Someone wants to manifest something with you, but you're like, no. I think these double magicians are someone trying to manifest you, and this is you like, no, I don't really know that. See, King of Wands down here. And the Hermit. See, I feel like you're in the King of Wands energy and the Hermit energy right now. It's like you want to focus on your own grand vision. You want to make really wise, strategic choices right now. You want to make those choices with the very, very adult part of you. When I'm getting queens and kings, I don't care what sex you are, let go of that. It's about reaching a level of maturity. I don't think this Magician is you. I actually think there's like more than one person that might be. I feel like there might be maybe about 3 people that are really curious about what your next move is going to be. I feel like you have a lot of eyes on you. Be careful, Sagittarius. You have some people around you that have a very different agenda for what's motivating them than what's motivating you. And there is a person that literally, one of the reasons that they think they want you is because they don't want to commit to you, but they just are terrified you're going to move on to someone else. That's called an ego wound. Yeah, it's special. And what you need to, like, I see you moving on, but what you need to know, or your advice, is the Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords. You got a twofer. So someone is curious about whether or not you are moving on to something new. That's their main motivator. And then the final outcome is the 3 of Pentacles to the King of Swords. This may be a person like, no, you want to work with me, you want to come towards me. I'm also hearing this really strongly, and I just have to say it once. Some of you have a person around you that is desperately trying to make it work with someone else. They are not at all in love with that person, but they think that that person is a safe, healthy person. But their shadow side is obsessed with you. And they are just pretending that their life is what it is. But the truth is they're kind of dying inside, and they would literally throw their whole life away like that just to have a chance with you. They don't know you as well as they think they do. They don't love you. You might have an obsessed person watching you, or a person that's just terrified of losing you in some way. Okay, they might just be terrified of losing you, but I'm sensing like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 people kind of watching from the sideline. You're a cross watcher. You're watching this reading. Sag isn't on to you, but I am. So I hope I help you. I hope I help you get over this High Priestess devil energy, because you need to let it go with them. Someone's just afraid and stuck. And I think they're afraid of losing you in some way, because with this 2 of Cups, this conversation, clarifying this is the 9 of Wands, the Tower, and the 2 of Wands. It's like this person is in a car on a highway and they're driving 55 miles an hour, but they keep their eyes closed while they drive. That's not a great way to handle anxiety. It's like they're almost afraid to look at something. They don't want there to be any kind of a blowout, because the 9 of Wands to the Tower suggests that they're bracing themselves for impact in some way. They're afraid of major change. Like the Tower is the Tower. They may feel somewhat insecure about a Scorpio around them or in their life, but I do think this person's kind of bracing for impact. And they kind of want to know what direction to go. But 2 of Wands suggests like a mutual attraction. I like you, you like me, let's see where it goes. But it's like this person may be avoiding disruption and chaos in their life. I think they may say something to you like, I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do, but this is all a lot for me and I have to figure out where to go next. And I want to talk to you about it without too much trauma and damage being done. They may feel like they need to talk to you in order to determine for themselves which one of their personal goals they can focus on at this point. Because the 2 of Wands is a person trying to figure out, what direction do I want to go in right now that will lead me to a place where I can achieve my goals, and which path has the most growth potential. 2 of Wands is very much a me, myself, and I kind of card. So for whatever reason, Sagittarius, this person needs to talk to themselves or talk to you about how to find like a path of least resistance maybe for themselves without it doing too much damage. This is a person who's afraid of getting their hands dirty. Life is messy, dude. Life is messy, sweetheart. A Tower moment's going to happen for this person. They're avoiding it in some way. And the way they're feeling is death. Something is transforming and changing and ending, and they don't want it to. When this card combination came out, I just sat here and stared at it like, this is literally human beings. This is so a human fucking being. Just not wanting something to change, not wanting something to end, being pissed off that it is changing and ending. They're going to start deflecting. They might be angry. It's like, God, this is such a giant pain in the ass, and I don't want to deal with this. Yeah, welcome to Earth, where we have to do a lot of shit that we really don't want to sometimes. It's called adulting. So this person feels death and transformation. Everything that has a beginning has an end. But it doesn't really end, it just transforms. There's no real endings. There's only new beginnings, even energetically. Quantum physics proves this pretty much. There's a strong working theory, but this person doesn't see it that way. They're very anxious about transformation and ending, or they're just a Scorpio, and I have Scorpio in a close planet. To say that we're dramatic and intense is an understatement. All of our changes and life cycles in life are just, honestly, it's like we can exhaust ourselves with it sometimes. There's nothing subtle about anything that's happening between the two of you or in your life or in this person's life, because there's all this anxiety about a death and a transformation. And there's an anger and a need to fight. And there's a reservation here with strength. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. I'm hearing that some of you have a Leo in your life that, like, I don't know if it's a romantic partnership or not, but this person really loves you and they fiercely care about you. You may have a friend or someone in your life that constantly wants to stand up for you and support you. They could be a Leo. They could have like Leo-like traits. So I feel like this person is holding themselves back. I don't think they want to blow up on you with the 5 of Swords to strength. But they're like, oh my God, this is so hard. This is so stressful. This transformation is difficult. Moving forward is difficult. This person might project some of their anger and frustration out onto you. They might even blame you for something. There's a possessiveness, an anxiety, and a resentment. So whatever it is that you're doing is having some kind of a ripple effect, and I'm impacting what this person's doing. And it's creating a need for them to transform. And yeah, they're having a very scorpionic reaction to that. We've got the Plutonian energy of death. This transformation has been a long time coming. Okay, between the two of you, for them, death is slow decay and transformation. It happens underneath the surface. We almost don't realize it right up until it's starting to happen. And we all have that will to live. And we resist the feeling of death and transformation because everything in us physically is designed to fight that and try to stay alive. But now it's happening on the surface and they know it. You know it, they know it. And that's why with the 9 of Wands to the Tower, it's like, oh my God, here it comes. Here comes the big change. You may just need to remind this person, yeah, it's going to be the Tower and death. Yeah, I mean, really, but you know what? We're going to move on. We're going to move forward. Come with me to the land of dynamic creative solutions. God, I love that about you people. You have like 10 whole seconds for the Tower and the 10 of Swords. And then you're like, well, I have a concussion, but I'm not dead. What resources do I have left? Let's put them all in the car and go away from this demilitarized zone. Like that's what you're doing. Someone sees you moving forward. You may be moving, relocating. Maybe you're going away next week and they're like, where the hell is Sag going? You're like, I'm going where I want to go. You and Cancer have this in common. You go. If you have Cancer in your chart, I think it's coming out really strong right now. They are very driven and tenacious. That's what you're embodying right now. You have to have a lot of control right now, Sagittarius. Keep the GPS of your soul turned on and don't be afraid to follow your soul's own good directions. You got to be in control of that Chariot. And it really looks like you are, because what's underneath this is the Queen of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Wands. Interesting. For my feminines, you are really taking no shit right now. The feminine very much wants, if you're a fire sign, very much wants to stay in her Queen of Wands energy. You want to be in King or Queen of Wands energy if you're a fire sign, which is kind of scattered and all over the place and passionate and sexy and breathy, and you're a multitasking lunatic and life excites you and you're so charismatic, and that just draws people towards you. And that's what you prefer. But I feel like at this time, my Sagittarians are like, yeah, but see, that's not the archetype that is going to help me right now. I need to embody the Queen of Swords. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. A queen is creating an environment. So there's this creative energy. You're trying to create something and keep it all together. You're creating a new framework for yourself. And rather than being all charismatic and flirty and passionate and creative, instead, you are gonna kind of come off as kind of detached, direct, maybe even a little cold. Because the Queen of Swords has wit, bite, and charm. She's very direct. She does have a heart, but she's not leading with her heart. Some of you are going to go on some kind of a trip or a vacay with an air sign, maybe. It might be a friend. It might be a lot of fun, because that could be somebody else and not you. Air signs and fire signs usually get along pretty well. I mean, I love every fire sign I meet, and I'm a Libra, so yeah. But I feel like you're embodying this Queen of Swords because you've got somewhere to go with the Fool of Aries. You just like really want to leave this behind. I'm hearing it's my turn. God, I'm not selfish. I'm thinking of myself, and I'm going to like be very clear and direct with you. And I'm going to let you know that I'm moving forward, and I'm also really passionate, and I'm kind of rebellious, and I'm kind of exciting right now. This Queen of Swords may be a person trying to tell you about yourself a little bit, though. It might be a person in your life that's like, I don't know about this. I don't know that this is a smart idea. So you could have a scorpionic air sign-ish kind of friend that, as a scorpionic air sign person, sometimes we can be a little bit of a know-it-all, and we can be guilty of telling a person about themselves, even when we love them. So this woman could actually be someone saying, dude, I don't know about this. Like, what are you doing? I'm hearing that if that happens for you next week, they care about you. They're just a little bossy and assertive. Remind them that it's not up to them to decide what you do with your life. Because I think you're just doing that thing that Sagittarius do. I'm going to get into some bullshit and I'm going to have a good time. But if this is you, you're like, no, I'm going to be very straight with you. I'm going to be very clear with you about what it is that I'm doing. And I don't have too much of a plan right now. I'm kind of making this up as I go along, but I have a beginner's mindset and I'm really going to go for it. And whatever that's about, it's like freaking somebody out. Some of you, like if you're single, there might be a new relationship you could get into, but it would require you to work through quite a bit and allow something to change and transform. But if you do that, you'll have all the energy and the gas you need to move forward. I just heard someone say, I have an electric car. Well, charge up. It's time to go. Someone sees you going somewhere and, I think it's just pissing them off. Here's what you need to know, or your advice. The Ace of Cups to the Page of Swords. Prying eyes want to know. If there's love on the table here, you need to get clarity about that. But I feel like someone is watching you like a hawk, convinced that you're moving on to new love. Here's the thing. You are, but it's not what this person thinks it is. Underneath this, we have the Devil, Capricorn, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Someone is obsessed, Sag. Like, first of all, you may have a Capricorn watching you to see what's going on. There could just be someone, it could be this person that wants to talk to you, or it could be someone else random that you're not even aware of. They can't stop trying to figure out what your next move is. They don't want you to know it. They don't want you to know it. Also, you need to know, Sagittarius, if you are trying to move into a new cycle, You might need to do two things at once. You need to keep quite a bit to yourself and be strategic. You really won't be supported. You're going to face a lot of insecurity. And moving forward, you really need to make sure that this wounded, insecure inner child isn't the one choosing your partnerships. But I feel like someone is just watching you. They feel stuck. If this is a person that's trying to come towards you, Sagittarius, for the two of you to get together, like you might be manifesting quite a bit to make that happen between the two of you, but you need to know that they need to go through a whole lot of transformation if they can even begin to get in that chariot with you. It might require them to break out of like toxic cycles, make a practical choice. They might have to do something on their own, and they may even have to lie to someone else. They may have people watching them, because I see someone over here that's really stressed out, but I feel like it's a person watching you going, oh my God, Sag is moving on. Oh my God. No, I can't handle that. Whatever you're doing, whatever change you're making, oh man, they don't like it. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of how it's going to impact them. And then the final outcome was also two cards, the Three of Pentacles to the King of Swords. This may be a person that wants to work things out with you. Someone wants to work things out with a King of Swords, and maybe wants you to listen to them, do what they want you to do. And then clarifying that is the Six of Swords, the Hanging Man, and the Eight of Swords. I'm hearing it really strongly again. For some of you, this person is trying to make something work with the King of Swords, but they don't really want to. And you may have to make something work at the moment or cooperate with this King of Swords, but you don't really want to. It's going to slow you down. And I feel like it's this person like suddenly like tightening their grip. Like, yeah, I see you in your Queen of Swords energy. Well, two can play at that game. Good luck beating me in this little intellectual battle and this little game of chess. Because the King of Swords gets a little triggered when he realizes he's not the smartest person in the room and he's not fucking in charge of everybody. Okay. I'm feeling maybe some Aquarius energy off of this person. They're in a place of transition. They kind of don't know what to do next. And they're all trapped in their head. Or you might be trapped in your head about this person. There's something you need to radically accept about them, and you need to take your blindfold out. But I think you're making somebody nervous. Someone's nervous about the King of Swords, or this King of Swords is nervous. If the King of Swords realizes something is dying here with you, he's mad. Now, this could be a person that you're getting involved with, but whoever this is, they're watching it and they're super mad and super possessive, and it's stressing them out and it's bruising their ego. So here's what's going on in your environment overall. This person, to illuminate this, what came out for them is hurt. Get clarity about a soulmate. Yeah, see? If they think you're moving on to someone else, it hurts them. And they really, really, really want to know, the Page of Swords and the Devil, like they're freaking dying to know if the person you're moving on to is your new soulmate. Let it go, dude. Or they might be hurt and getting clarity about what's happening between the two of you because they feel like the two of you are supposed to stay locked and chained together. I don't really like the soulmate card that it has this lock. This person, it's like almost like they don't know how to live without you or something. I wanted just a little bit more. I pulled out the Island Time Wellness deck, Love Call, the Phoenix Rising, and Sunglasses. Yeah. Someone expresses love or a message of love. They're thinking of you and they want to let you know. They want to rekindle something here. They've maybe transformed, they've grown, but they're watching. They're watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, kind of focusing out. This person may call you. This person may also send you a message. I hate to say this because it's so immature. They may send you messages pretending to be someone else than who they really are. They may also send a flying monkey, like a third party, to find out what's going on with you. Because the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords is kind of gossipy, and I heard it through the grapevine. They may even talk to this King of Swords. So watch out. You have a little bit of a stalky person here that wants to communicate with you. They maybe are wondering if you've changed your mind in some way. I think a part of them wants you to change your mind. This person's very heartbroken. They're deeply hurt. They're sad. They feel lost. They're grieving. They're mourning. This is a person really struggling to let something go. This is a person resisting the transformation of death in the tower. They need to radically accept it. This person's about to get like justice and the hangman, which is, you don't have a choice. Like, you have to move forward and make a choice. Whatever you're doing is causing this person to go, oh my God, now I have to change, and I don't fucking want to. This person really struggles with change because they come out as the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, you're the Knight of Wands here, and they're the Knight of Pentacles, and this person just moves at a different speed and operates in a different way. They're also really sad and stressed out. This person might be stressed out about a young earth sign and sad and disappointed. But I feel like they're showing up and they're standing here. And the Knight of Pentacles always just sort of feels like a dog chained to the yard. Like, it can only go so far and it won't go past its own electric fence. They're afraid. They're like sad and frozen and really stressed out. I wanted to know why. The Nine of Swords. And I have the Devil, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. This card combination is not healthy. This suggests like a sulky, sullen, depressed person. They may have terrible self-esteem. They might be very insecure. They hide in the shadows quite a bit whenever they get stressed out. This person does have a very strong shadow side that it doesn't look like their shadow side wants to play and be a bad boy or a bad girl, but it's fearful and it imagines worst case scenarios. This person may project this onto you as well. They may be thinking, oh my God, she's making bad choices. She's into like unhealthy stuff and she's going down a bad path and we're really worried about that for her. Someone may be saying they're really worried about that for you, and they're not. It's not that. They are projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you. They feel the need to keep quite a bit to themselves. That's why the face-to-face or heart-to-heart conversation is so stressful. And they also, they won't admit that they watch you like an obsessed kind of little... This person kind of looks like an obsessed freak show over here. Like an unhealthy part of them and a fearful part of them is really, really triggered. It's almost like they're like, oh, no, wait, don't go. Or I want to come with you, but I'm afraid I'm going to lose you if I don't make a move and come towards you, but I'm afraid to leave. This person seems to be afraid of something. They're afraid of something. Your energy is very different. And I can see that you mean them no ill will. Because you're withholding. You're like, this might be them freaking out that you're doing this. Like, nope, I'm keeping quite a bit to myself. Like, I know I'm in a toxic situation, but we're not talking about that. I am not opening up and talking to you about this. This gives you a modicum of control, I think. You're usually really easygoing. You're not afraid to talk to people, but for whatever reason, you're like, nope, I'm not sharing my plans with you. They are freaked out about that. You're also walking away. But we have show compassion. Missing you is at the bottom of the deck. Missing you, waiting for you, a divorce. Okay, a regret. They want to fix what's broken. Okay, so you might be trying to move into something new, but someone else around you is like, dear God, no. You haven't moved on yet. We're soulmates, right? And you're like, look, I'm not giving you an inch. I'm walking away, but I do have compassion for you. You don't mean them any harm. You may even miss them, or they miss you and they're waiting for you. It's like you just got in the chariot and you haven't even been gone a day and they're already freaking the fuck out. And you're like, because I'm death itself right now. Your death, your transformation. And whatever this change is about for you, it's been a slow, subtle transformation, and it's been a long time coming. You are divinely guided. There you are, the angel that walks among us. You are guided towards your own death and rebirth. Calm, cool, and collected. Eh, Sag? Never let them see you sweat. Determining the purpose of what you do before you do it. But your action is the Ace of Cups. And look how it's being handed to you. Spirit's like, I see your transformation. It must have been a lot. Do you need a drink? Like, have some water. I also heard, like, take a nap. I heard change your clothes. If you've been traveling, or you feel like spiritually you've been traveling, like, go to a really good rest stop and have a drink. Like, you need it right now. Your heart chakra wants to open up. I'm hearing my soul wants to be fed. My heart chakra wants to be fed. I got really excited. And I got the Six of Swords, the Sun, and the Three of Cups. But you're still a little guarded here about that. Or maybe this is you being guarded with this person. You know, I like this for you, Sag, because it's like, no, this is all over. And I know that my transformation might have had a ripple effect on other people. I never meant to hurt anybody, but I still got to walk away. And I'm going to sail off into a sunrise, not into a sunset. You're sailing off slowly into a sunrise with a lot of fun. There is this beautiful potential here next week for happiness, get-togethers, reunions, outdoor events. I mean, it's August. I know in some parts of the world it's wintertime, but for me it's like hot summer days. It's hot summer days for somebody. Maybe you guys are going somewhere near water that's very sunny and very beautiful. You might be invited to do that. I think you'll bite too. I think you'll bite. And I think it has really nothing to do with this situation or this person. It's like you're moving into something new. Next week, you're going to have opportunity to be creative, happy, spend time with people. You may also do something that involves using your hands. You might also do something with your kids. I'm hearing like STEM. You might be a little bit of a mad scientist right now. You might be making things, creating things, having fun with people, fun with friends, maybe new friends. Yeah. And so it's like when we start to transform, it makes someone else in our life nervous. Now, if you think the two of you are coming together and you're planning for this slow, relaxed, easy thing, this person wants to join you, but they don't know how. You know, if you sail off into your happiness, it's like, look, I'm happy. You're going to love my friends. Let's just let go of drama and whatever and conflict, loss, and change. Let's just sail off into a new sunrise. If they want to come with you, they've got to work through all their shit. But I think you're just trying to move on. I do see that a person wants a second chance with you. I don't really know what it is they want. And they are going to pull on your heartstrings with show compassion and I miss you. You need to know that they're a calculated person, okay? They're a calculated person. I'm going to move on to the extended now. So if you feel like you need that, it's at the top of the description below. But I am hearing one more piece of information that I don't want to put in the extended. I want to put it here. This person may do something very impulsive. They may show up somewhere where you are very unexpectedly. But that won't be this week. It might be later. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right, Sag, that's your love message for next week. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. All the links to everything you need is down below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.